Welcome to Kahnation's Matters of the Occult, where we talk about the supernatural and paranormal with great respect and curiosity. For this following segment, we were able to obtain a testimony from an occultist and practitioner of witchcraft, where he gave us a little bit of his background and how he got started down the left-hand path, to where he was called on to perform an exorcism. He claims the following to be 100% true and accurate. We are here merely to document his testimony. The following segment is a little explicit. Sensitive viewers might want to skip this one. Let's begin. I started seeing visions of things to come ever since I was 10 years old. By the time I was a teenager, I started to experiment with magic. One night, I got together with a friend and went up the mountains by our local small city. As we climbed, we could hear all kinds of wild animals. We had not brought extra batteries for our flashlights, so we were worried we'd be left in the dark, soon surrounded by all kinds of animals. At some point, we came to a dangerous part of the mountain that was steep and narrow. We decided to turn off our flashlights as a sign of faith. We were confident our Dark Lord would protect us in our ascent up the mountain. When we got to our location, we drew a huge pentagram around us. Almost immediately, a tiny comet fell from the sky and landed just a few feet away from us. We spent a good while looking for any physical traces. We never found any. It's a misconception that only Catholic priests can perform exorcisms. For one, they are not always equipped or trained adequately to successfully perform an exorcism, or to put it bluntly, don't want to hurt themselves. In the beginning of my spiritual career, I mostly practiced white magic, so people would come to me for help in their spiritual matters. One lady came to me one day and told me how her 25-year-old daughter, who was living with her at the time, went to the kitchen one night, got a hold of a large cutting knife, snuck up to the lady, and threatened to kill her. She felt as if something had gotten a hold of her daughter. I told the lady not to worry, and I would be at her house next day with everything I needed. I arrived at her home the next day and instructed her mom and another family member to carefully hold her daughter down. I still felt a connection to the Dark Lord, and thus I pleaded to him to please take this demonic spirit from this woman. The woman began to curse all kinds of things. I petitioned to the dark spirit inside of her that I was a friend to his master and that he didn't want to upset his Dark Lord. The woman began to froth at the mouth with saliva and threw up, and then became very calm. The demonic spirit had released her from its grasp. The woman then began to cry as if she had no idea what had just happened. The mother tearfully thanked me. My work was done. You see, oftentimes what a lot of people don't know, when a family member is having behavioral problems that have no psychological or biological explanation, it's because the children or even the parents messed around with something they shouldn't have, such as the Ouija board or dark forces they don't comprehend. The woman's life turned for the better. Though I decided to fully go down the left-hand path with the Dark Lord, the mother and daughter got closer to God, and they never had these problems again.